happening with Lehman Brothers is that most of their assets and everything went to Goldman Sachs
Right.
Goldman.
and Chase Manhattan
Chase.
Bank, which is now JP
JP
Morgan
Morgan
Chase,
Right.
which is controlled by the Rockefeller family.
Right.
So you're beginning to see the pattern of who
Right.
really runs things, not just
Absolutely.
in this country, but
And
globally.
who put together the meeting down in Jekyll Island, Georgia, to create the whole idea, the whole scam of the Federal Reserve?
Mayor Rothschild and Rockefeller.
That's right. And they put all that together down there. And Wahlberg was there, by the way.
Yeah.
And so they put all that together down there to create the Federal Reserve of the in the United States.
And speaking of Wahlberg, what did he do right after the Federal Reserve Act of 1913 was created? What seat did he ended up getting?
I don't know which one.
He was he was appointed to the U.S. Department of Treasury.
Oh, okay.
Right after
there you
that.
go. Well, these guys are all they all get those appointments.
Yeah.
We can take a look at the guys right now in charge, right? Look where they came from. And
Goldman Sachs.
Wall
Most
Street.
of the people are from Goldman
Let me
Sachs.
tell you, Wall Street. The bankers have been involved in this for so many years. This isn't something new. This isn't. We got guys on the news right now talking about like, oh, gee, all of Obama's guys are from Wall Street. They've been from Wall Street. They've been picking out of there for years. This is nothing new.
Nothing new.
This is nothing new at all. And Obama, again, is not. This is the way our country is going right now. Is not his fault. He's the new player. He's the new puppet. He's the new pawn. George Bush was in there. Look what he did for 8 years. Destroyed our liberty also by passing all the Patriot Act and every other doggone thing that he did, and completely. So we got to get out of this again. This paradigm. We need to. I have a great idea for this and how we can win back our country, folks. Vote every single scoundrel out of office that voted against the Constitution in one way, shape, or form. And if you don't know what that is, get yourself a Constitution and read the Constitution. And then just about every law they pass is against the Constitution, by the way, anymore. It's illegal. So vote them all out and vote in other parties. Don't vote in as few Republicans and Democrats as you possibly can, and vote in other independents or third-party members. The Constitution Party of Florida does not want to become the next great Republican or Democratic Party, because sure as God is my witness, we will become just as corrupt as they are. This corruption thing will go on
That's
and on,
right.
because human nature is human nature. We're not above it. No one's above it. Every party will be. If we become that powerful, we're going to get just like them. So what do? We have to create many other parties. And if we can vote in other party members. Think about it. We had 10 strong parties in America. You want to know something? No one would care about the parties. They'd be more interested in who is running. They would say, okay, so there's 10 parties, so now parties have become irrelevant.
Passé.
But now
Yes.
it's important what that guy or what that woman stands for. Let them run on their own merits. Let's take a look at the history of what they've been doing with their life here. Oh yeah, let's take my congressman, L.C. Hastings. L.C. Hastings is an impeached federal judge. He would have never made it. If we had 10 parties and he was running on his own virtue, they would have said, "What do you get out of here? Look at you. You're a crook. Get out of here. You're not. You have no right running. But right now, it's funny because I was in a automobile store the other day or something, and someone said something to me, and taxes came up, money came up. And I said, yeah, we're all slaves to the government, working like slaves. And this lady was sitting in there, a little old black lady. She goes, "You don't like this country?" I said, "I never said that, ma'am. I love my country." And she said, "Well, then why are you talking the way you are?" I said, "Because it's the truth. It's the honest to God truth. We're slaves, all of us, including you." And she said, "Well, what do you know?" And I said, "Well, let me see." I said, "First off, ma'am," I said, I'm the chairman of the Constitution Party of Florida." I said, and so I've done a little studying. I know a little bit. And she said, and why do you say that we're in trouble? I said, well, because our Constitution is being violated. The Constitution is not being followed by any politician, including the president. And she said, "Oh, and you know all about the Constitution?" I said, "Well, I know a little bit." She goes, "Well, then why don't you tell me about it?" I said, "Okay, you want me to tell you when it was ratified in in 1787 and in 1780?" She goes, No, forget it. I don't want to hear anymore." I said, "What do you mean you don't want to hear anymore?" She goes, "I don't want to hear it from you." And I said, "Ma'am, are you prejudiced against me?" And she looked at me like I said something weird. I said, "Are you prejudiced against me? Because you're certainly treating me that way." And I said, you have a good day now. Think about it. Go visit our website, cpflorida.com, you know. And the other guy in the back's going, I will. I'll go visit it, you know. I'm going right on, you know. And but see, they try to turn this into a racial thing also. We were downtown the other day,
That's right.
and they're trying to turn this. We met, how many black people did we meet that agreed with us? Quite a
Probably-
few.
Yeah, quite a few.
Now, we met some that would just walk by, but the ones that wouldn't stop and talk to us were against us automatically. They were prejudiced against us. But the ones that come up and said, okay, what do you guys stand for? That would talk to us, they would say, you know what, that makes sense. That makes sense. And we would ask them, we'd say, look at, because this is important that we talk about this. This is not a black or white, this is not a racial issue here. They want us to be against each other. They want the blacks to be against the whites and then to hate each other so that they could keep us separated. Because if we ever got together, we would be so powerful, we would unravel their whole
right.
scheme here, and we would all be together and fight. The more together we are as Americans, the more powerful, the more of a threat we are to them. So they'll do anything to conquer and divide us. Okay? That's why
That's what it is.
I firmly believe that's why they're letting all the illegal immigration
Changing
immigrants
the
from
language.
Mexico.
It's like
So
Babel.
everybody hates
right.
Mexicans. Those doggone wetbacks, you know, doggone them for coming, you know. So now it's like a blanket hatred, right? But not all of us will fall into that trap because we've escaped that matrix.
That's
We
right.
know that they want to control every thought that we have. Every single thought is what they want to control. And how do they do that? They do it through a spiritual warfare, like you were saying, Russell. That's what it really comes down to. This is spiritual warfare, folks. The battle's for the mind. We'll keep saying that over and over and over again. The battle is for the mind, because that's really what it's for. And we've had a great 2 hours. I want to thank Richard for coming in and giving us all the great knowledge about the certificates. That
Yeah,
was
it was
really great. And Russell
Thank you.
Gentili coming all the way from Melbourne, Florida, to come down here for 2 hours. And now he's got a 2-hour drive back. We're gonna maybe take him out and buy him a donut or something like that. You know, because we do like to get with each other and talk, because we're really all brothers. You know, we know that we're in this battle and we can't do it alone. We all need each other, and it's a great thing. And maybe we can get John to go with us and just hang out a little bit here after the show's over with, just so we get to know each other a little bit better. Because I really appreciate you guys, and I'll tell you, Russell, you did a great job. Well, you're just
Yeah.
a great.
Don't thank me, thank God.
What's the word I'm looking
Yeah.
for here? You're just a a dictionary of knowledge
Yeah.
here. I'm telling you,
Wealth of
encyclopedia. It's really great, you know, because my wife says it's my age. You know, I forget a lot of things these days. That's why I have to write a lot of things down, whatever. But it doesn't matter. You know, that's why I always have to carry books everywhere I go. But that's okay. I'll just quote out of the books if that's what I need to do. And then, of course, we have Mark Pilling, our Broward County Chairman. Folks, if you don't know Mark Pilling, you need to get to know him down there in Broward County, because this guy here is just a great patriot. He's been standing up for liberty, and even when everyone's against him, he stood up right in the middle of everyone and told it like it really was. You know, I really got to give Mark a lot of credit, because he's very passionate about the truth. And it's an honor for me to be able to sit here tonight and actually, you know, name this program Politics 101, and even to let you know that that of course I'm the host here, Dan Gonzalez, and I'm also blessed to be the chairman of the Constitution Party of Florida. And folks, this isn't I'm not better than anyone else. I'm just another American here who loves this country. I love it. I look at everyone as being equal before God here in this country. And you know, I don't look at money or station in life. I look at the quality of the individual is what I look at, you know. And I'll tell you what, I have friends from all walks of life and from all different nationalities, and wealthy, not wealthy, middle class, it doesn't matter to me. I don't look at that. That's nonsense. And I look at the quality of the person. And I hope that's what you do also. And remember, you know, your smile and your handshake goes a long way. And we need to encourage our fellow American that there is hope. That's what we're doing here tonight, is we're bringing our fellow American hope.
And there's a quote, a very good quote that I like to end on. It's another one by Johann Wolfgang. It's, knowing is not enough, we must apply. Willing is not enough, we must do. And I think that's kind of what we're doing here.
Amen. Next week, folks, go visit our website, please, cpflorida.com. That's www.cpflorida.com, the Constitution Party of Florida's website. And we want to thank John Sotler again for staying here till 9 o'clock. And